Hi, this is Sally, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make candied peel. In the UK you can buy it through the year, but over here it seems to be seasonal, which is a bit annoying. I'm doing mixed citrus, so I've got an orange, a grapefruit and a lemon, which I'm going to cut in half. I'm just going to juice each one. Slice this up like this, and I am going to take my paring knife and pull out some of the pith. It's really up to you how much you have in your candied peel. I'm just going to take that out so it's a little bit thinner. Now I'm going to julienne these so it's nice and small. You can leave it this length if you want to use it for cake decoration. I'm going to dice them because I'm going to be using them for baking. If some are a little bit bigger than others, that doesn't matter. I'm going to put all of the diced peel into my pan. Some people like to have a little bit more pith in there. I'm really not that fussed. I've got a pint of water, which is 500 milliliters of water in here, and 200 grams of sugar. Some people prefer to use a potato peeler. I don't. It's got a little bit of pith there and then it really thins out. So you don't have an even piece of citrus peel. It's just my preference to do it the way I do it, but it's entirely up to you. I've just added the juice of half an orange into here, and as the water starts boiling, the pith is going to start going slightly opaque so you can see through it. It also expands as it cooks in the water and sugar, and for the peel to soften. As it heats through, I'm going to continue putting the rest of the peel in here. As you find the water and sugar ratio altering, so most of the water is evaporated off, the syrup will be a little bit more bubbly when it's boiling. This is when you need to keep it moving because you really don't want this sticking to the bottom of the pan. The first half hour of cooking, as long as you move it around occasionally, that's fine. The second half hour, you need to move it a little bit more, and then the last half, you really need to be on top of it. It usually takes about an hour and a half. That was quite a bit of water to evaporate off, but you really want the peel to swell up from the water and the sugar. I cut these really small. Some of them are quite large in comparison to how I cut them. I've got a little bit further to go yet. Not much. It's very easy when you get this close for it to just suddenly dry up on you, and then you have to add in a little bit more water until you're back to where you want to be. So I'm very, very close, just a little bit more, and then it will be done. You see when I do that, how the pan stays free of liquid? It's a very fine line between too dry and too wet. You could take it out and then dry everything and pour the syrup on every now and again so it builds up. I think I am just about there. I've got my baking tray ready with parchment paper on it. If I do it too much more, it will just dry up on me, and I don't want that to happen. I'm going to pour this out like that. With a fork, really spread these pieces out so that some of them dry off. I can eat it like this. I think it's lovely. You can't beat freshly made candied peels. Before this sets up too much, I am pulling out the peel and dropping it into the jam jar. You need to do it when it's still warm, otherwise you are going to have a mess in your hands. At least this way some of the syrup will stay on the baking tray. This is a sticky process actually. It's like toffee, it's lovely. If you want to keep all of the syrup, then you could put it straight into a jar, that would be fine too. I wanted to have some syrup, just not all of this. Thank you for joining me today. I'm actually really pleased with this, and I hope that I've managed to pass on some useful information to you. In here was 1 lemon, 1 orange and half a grapefruit. If you want a little bit more yellow-green colour, then 1 orange, 1 lemon and 2 limes will give you a more varying colour. Because there's a lot of air pockets, I'm going to store it in the fridge. You should be able to store it in there for up to a year, certainly 2 months, depending on how soon you open them and use them. I'm really looking forward to doing some baking over the weekend and using my fresh candied peel. I hope I've imparted some useful information. If you want to hear more from me, please subscribe, hit the bell button, and a few thumbs up would be perfect. And in the meantime, take care, see you later. Ciao.